What's up guys? Today I thought I would preview our Carabao Cup game against Wolverhampton Wanderers and next weekend's Premier League match against Huddersfield Town. We start on Wednesday against Wolves in the Carabao Cup, as it's now called, the EFL Cup to me and you. The competition that Southampton actually got to the final of last year and disappointingly couldn't get anything from the game against Manchester United. Quite a few Saints fans are very positive going into this game, but I'm not. Wolverhampton Wanderers are a good side. They play good football. Some of the additions they've made for this year, brilliant. I mean, Ruben Neves, of what I've seen from him so far in the Championship, he looks like potentially one of the signings of the season, and especially if they get promoted to the Premier League. They won't be an easy opponent. We're expecting obviously Pellegrino to make wholesale changes. The likes of Højbjerg, Buffal, Austin will all probably start, and we can't go into that game with any complacency because it's just going to cost us, and Wolves could get a result on Wednesday evening, which is obviously what none of us want to see. As we got to the final last year, obviously we'd like to recreate that and maybe win the competition, but this year I reckon it'll be different because obviously we don't know how Pellegrino is going to play it. I'm sort of expecting a lot of changes, maybe a change in formation, and I don't reckon it will be an easy game. I think if we play well, we could get the win, as our quality will obviously shine through. But as I said, Wolves are a great side, and we can't go in with any complacency. On to next Saturday, away at Huddersfield. Huddersfield have won their first two games of the season, a 3-0 win at Palace and a 1-0 win at home to fellow promoted side Newcastle. We go to our first away match of the 2017-18 season, and the John Smith Stadium's not an easy place to go, let alone with them winning their first two games, having the backing from the fan. David Wagner's a good manager. He's obviously got the team playing the way he wants them to. Mounier is a good signing from the French league. It's going to be a very difficult game for Southampton next Saturday. Huddersfield fans that I've spoken to are quietly confident going into the game. Obviously, if Southampton play the way they did in the first half against West Ham, we shouldn't have any problems. But if we do lack that creativity, or we don't take our chances, similar we did to Swansea at home, or even the second half against West Ham, then Huddersfield could get a result against Southampton. Obviously, no Southampton fan wants to see us lose to a newly promoted side, very new to the Premier League. But they've done well, haven't they? Aaron Moy obviously coming in on a permanent deal from City. Mounier, as I mentioned, a few other sort of squad players coming in to give them the depth to compete in the Premier League. I reckon end of September, November time, they'll sort of fade out, struggle to get results, goals won't come. Although Mounier is a class striker, form's temporary. 4 points in the opening two games in the Premier League for Southampton isn't a bad way to start. Obviously, we deserved a win against Swansea, but couldn't take our chances, lacked that creativity in the final third. West Ham, could argue we deserved it, but fair play to West Ham for giving it a good go, down to 10 men, coming from 2-0 behind, but on the day, Southampton got the 3 points. We currently sit at 6th place in the league, and I know there's only been 2 games, but where do I think we'll finish this season? I said it in a video, 8th. Everton have spent the money, bolstered their squad. We saw them get a point against Man City last night as I'm recording this, and they look a force to be reckoned with this season, I think. If played to his strengths, Rooney can get you 15 goals a season, easy. But I do genuinely believe Southampton can finish 8th. I don't think there'll be a big gap as there was last year between Everton and sort of the rest of the table. I think it will be a lot closer between Everton, Southampton, West Ham and Bournemouth. We'll all be up there again. I don't think West Brom are going to be able to do it for a second season. I reckon they'll sort of tail off around February and sort of head down to about 14th. But I'm going to save that for my Premier League prediction video, which will be coming out once the transfer window closes, so keep an eye out for that. Wolves on Wednesday, I'm going to predict, I reckon maybe a scrappy 1-0 or a 2-1 with a bit of magic, a dodgy referee decision. It's just going to be one of those games on Wednesday night, I reckon. And the Huddersfield away, I'm not confident going into it. Early prediction, I'd take a point. I'd take a point all day long away at Huddersfield. Obviously, it's difficult to play them now when they're in such a good run of form. So make sure you like the video, subscribe down below, and a quick shout out to Vintage Jurgen, who I'm going to leave his link in the description. He does sort of Liverpool content, general other football stuff like me. Make sure you can go and give him a subscribe, and until next time, see you later.